Hey guys, today we're back with another firearms review, and today on the channel we'll be reviewing the Sig MPX K. Stay tuned for this one. Alright guys, we're back. Once again today we're going to be reviewing the Sig MPX K. This is the 3rd generation M-Lock handguard, 335 round magazine, 4.5 inch barrel. The barrel threads are M13.5 by 1, so it's a little bit different of a thread pitch on this, but a very interesting firearm all around. You also have the Timney trigger on here, ambidextrous controls, which we'll get into all this here in a second, but let's go ahead and take our first few shots with her. Empty. So the Sig MPX, it's been around now for a very long time, probably about 10-15 years now if I had to guess, if not longer than that. It is a great looking PCC, and it's one that I've owned 3 or 4 of them on, but surprisingly enough I don't think that we've ever reviewed one. I don't know why we hadn't, but we haven't. But this is the 3rd generation. You can tell by the M-Lock handguard, and if it comes from factory with M-Lock handguard, it's 3rd generation. There was a few different things that Sig needed to fix here and there, but this is the newest iteration of the MPX. So you also have the 35 round 3-0 polymer magazines from factory. They no longer come with a land tack. So a minute ago we was talking about ambidextrous controls. I can hit this right here and it will drop and put the gun into battery. I also have ambidextrous safeties, fire safety. Once again, Timney trigger, AR-15 style grip on it. On this other side, bolt hold open, bolt catch, magazine release. So very interesting looking gun. Let's go ahead and take a few more shots with her. Well, we've had a failure. Actually, a double feed and a half. There we go. Clear that out. All right, looks like we're in the battery now, hopefully. All right, empty. Not sure what happened there. Very interesting. Had a double feed, and then a failure to go in the battery. I know that some people have talked about the Timney triggers in these being unreliable. I don't think the trigger would have anything to do with that, but I could be mistaken. We've had the 8 inch, that's law enforcement only, for a very long time now. Never had any problems out of it. There we go. Empty. All right. So, interesting. I don't know what happened with that one though, but it felt like it was not wanting to go into battery. I don't know why, but oh well. Let's go ahead and load her up and fire some more. All right, so guys, why do I have the MP5 out now? MP5K, PDW to be exact. It's because I know I'm going to get questions about it. What's my thoughts in between the MP5, MPX? Well, let's see here. So this is going to be in semi-automatic. Let's see how well it differs in between this and the MPX. Okay. So the recoil impulse of them is just a tad bit different. With that MPX, I feel like it goes into my shoulder a little bit. Or the MPX. With the MP5K, it feels like it's hopping up just a tad bit more, but every time it comes right back down to where it is. So recoil, different recoil patterns, but they're both still pretty good. Let's go ahead and take a few more shots with it. Yeah. So the easiest way I can explain it is that the MPX is directly boom, boom, boom into your shoulder. Doesn't move up more. This right here feels like it hops. To be honest with you, I like the MPX's recoil pattern more. But, and most of you know what's getting ready to happen. Oop, had a failure. First failure out of the MPX, or MP5. There we go. So, as you can see there, I can do that with this one, and it is a super safety. So It's not that it's fully automatic, not like that. It is a short-barreled rifle from the ATF, but it is a super safety MP5. Now, let's go ahead and grab our MPX back and let's get back to the show. All right, guys, so we are back with the MPX. Let's take some more shots. All right. Yeah, so exactly the same thing I said a minute ago. Your Sig MPX is going to have more of a boom, 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 and then this thing twirling around and all this other stuff. That's the stupidest thing Sig could have done. I don't know why that they made it to where it can literally turn 50 degrees. You looking like a shark coming through the water. But anyway, with this gun right here, your recoil pattern is more into your shoulder. It's boom, boom, boom. It isn't coming up, coming down. I like both of them's recoiling pattern, but I can say for certain, I do think the MPX K has a better recoil impulse than the MP5. +2 manual's arms is a lot better. You can actually hit it with your index finger, load one into it, slap one into it, drop it here. It's just a lot more modernized MP5. That being said, the MP5 has a track record from 1960s on to how reliable they can be and how reliable they are. The MPX now, after Russia and Ukraine has been in war, they're finding dead bodies over there with these in their laps. So that should tell you they are war proven because they're using them over there. Now, are they, how well they're acting in all this other stuff that's going on? I really don't know, but I can say 100% they are proven in war now. So they're using them, but I sit there and talk about how good it is and then have a fair to feed. We've had a rough day today on the channel. We've reviewed about 5 or 6 guns today and then continuum reviews and everything else, and it feels like, well, that's interesting. So it's like it is, check this out. So it's like it's back in behind the system. So let's see here if I can finagle this around. Yeah, he might be dead for a reason over there. I love Sig to death, boys, don't get me wrong, but there we go. All right, she finally fell out of there. Ended up decently bad, but she might still be able to shoot it. But that's weird though, guys. That is real weird because, like I said, I've had the 8-inch MPX for years and never seen this many failures with her. All right, let's try her. Very interesting. Like I said, I've had the MPX 8-inch for years, not a single thing wrong with it. And also as well, it's a Rating Raptor charging handle for anybody interested. It doesn't come with it from factory, but get one if you're getting an MPX. All right, guys, we are back again with the MPX K. Another day, another dollar. Let's go ahead and get to work. Very interesting overall. So the thing about the MPX, once again, I know we've talked about a little bit earlier in the review, is that recoil impulse. The recoil impulse is, even a lot different than that MPK that we showed earlier, or the MP5K. So if I'm sitting here shooting this, it feels like it's coming back into my shoulder. That MP5, I feel like it's coming up and down a little bit. And the MP5 is actually a lot heavier than this thing. It's lightweight for what it is. It looks like it would be heavyweight, but it's not. But once again, though, if you're looking at it versus the MP5, this right here, in my opinion, has the better recoil management to it. +2, we're using this flimsy brace, so that ain't really helping much nothing. But it has a better recoil impulse. It feels like it's coming back in your shoulder more than that other one. That other one feels like it's coming up and down, but it is what it is. Once again, ambidextrous. Let's close it up. Go to work. But the only thing I can say about it is you can do work with one of these. You know, I would love to take this thing right here and SBR it. Just because if you done an SBR it, you could actually have a foregrip on it to where you could actually get a C-clamp grip, get an actual real stock on it. If you actually had that done to it to where you could pull it back into your shoulder as hard as you wanted to and have that drop grip on it, this thing right here would be hard to beat, especially that Timney trigger in it. That Timney trigger makes a huge difference, because I remember the MPX 8-inch that we have, that thing, whenever you're pulling the trigger on it, it's just a mil-spec trigger. This one here, barely anything, as you can see. Reset, pow. The best way to explain this gun right here is that it is a very modernized MPK, or MP5. So if you're wanting the MP5 that is now pretty much to where it's as modernized as it can be and still have a great blowback system in it, cheap magazines that work great, looks great, works great overall, check out the Sig MPX K. And here's the thing about it is that if you watch my review and then you watch another person's review and 10 more people's review after this, they will tell you the exact same thing. The MP5K or MPX K is one of the best submachine, which I can't say that word, sub guns on the market. It's been tried and true now, third iteration of it, and plus two, it's being used in war right now in Ukraine. So these things are tears hard to beat, guys. Once again, if you want the most modernized version of a MP5 that's available right now, check out the MPX K, sorry. A lot of MP5s, MPXs, MPKs, got to get them straight, but the 6R MPX K is very hard to beat. Guys, it gets my stamp of approval. Sig has now made, like I said, third generation of these, and they've always improved something with every single generation. And I'm interested to see if Sig ever releases a fourth generation, where they've got the new slimline, guess you would say, the Sig LT handguard, I think is the easiest way to explain it, but like the Sig LT slimline handguard, I think that would be a pretty cool, interesting MPX to see. But besides that, though, I don't see how it can get much better than it is right now. So, guys, once again, appreciate y'all viewing as always. It gets my stamp of approval. Like and subscribe for more gun reviews, and I'll see y'all in the next video.